We know that Chris J has been doing some in-game leading, so I think just trying to work with what they have is the best opportunity going forward. Out towards a pistol, Nico to start off towards Pop Dog as FPX try and go quickly out towards the outer take.
Drawing first blood quickly for the part of Nico. Sticko can trade back on Hunter, and Emmy finds Nico actually in the backlines. Farlig also getting a couple of good headshots. Okay, FPX exploding into the bomb site and exploding out of the pistol round. Big stuff posted up by that T side. The first resistance felt like maybe G2 were going to give him hell, but the moment FPX got started, they didn't stop going. Taps on the hand cannon, Jackson, Nico. Focus on trying to get the kills here and just do some damage to limit the buy status of FPX going forward. They will be successful with that first kill. But Martin, they were to follow up dealing with Jax. Emmy, straight out of sandwich. Still Nico lands a perfect headshot. So they are, again, getting into a 2 versus 2. Maybe even 1. That bomb gets dropped again, actually. And the long range duels, Nico can actually win this quadra. Shot not as successful. Forced on the reload. And back up on the bomb train itself. Sticko moving forward. Peeking left and right, knowing that Nico's there. Creeping close to the left-hand board. And Nico lands the headshot. Wonderfully done from him as G2 forced their way back with an Nico. Slow facing, 50 seconds to the clock. Smoke down on the back green position. Nico gets that first frag. Hunter with a secondary one. Farlig lets that trade in, takes a bit of damage on return. Sticko deals with Nico, however, so it is a 2-for-2 trade. 3-on-3 scenario as they try and make their way up to the A bomb site. Suppression is inbound. The smokes will not allow the AWP of Amanek to get the pick in, at least not for the moment. It will start to clear, but Farlig still gets his headshot in.
A big round from Farlig and a big return for the T side. They haven't got this bomb plan in yet, but they are still taking fights. Jack's now taking damage, and Nexa can deny this bomb from going down. Doesn't want to swing too wide and can't quite find the headshot. Only gets the dink forward. 9 HP up for Madden, low HP for Farlig, but it's not even necessary. Sticko. It seems like out from Pop, there's not really much contention going out. Sometimes Jax gets quite aggro, but this time around, they're actually having a duel set up out towards T-Con, and Nico just gets spotted. Jax is now turning away from the flash. Great entry out from Madden. Emmy now finds a pick, and well, this round is done.
Perfect adjustment to the head from Emmy. Well, that's 2 players left for G2, so Nexa and Amanek probably going to realize that it's best to hold on to the AWP and the M4. Despite that, they're going out to Old Bomb, and Nexa loses his life for it, so Amanek, I imagine that FPX might go for the hunt on G2. They can take this AWP out of play. They'll have nothing to work with going into the next round, and you can see how close the T-side players are going to face towards it. Farlig close. Amanek being turned away from Sticko actually gets the kill from upper. And there it is, all 5 down for FPX's 5th.
Skin Club, make the right choice.
Had his eyes set to the site itself and the back of stopper. Farlig AWP in, good shot, takes a dink. It's minimal damage being done, however. Nico's seen the head regardless. Catches the 1 pixel on the angle to get the frag towards him. Trying to double up against Zen, but Emmy's there to bail out his teammate. On 9 HP though, the flashbang's coming forward. Emmy gets a double, tapping through to try to secure the triple. No, Zen swings back, and just like that, the man advantage goes back the way of FPX. Bomb can't get to the site just yet. Next is going to get a chance to creep up. The fact that FPX even have a chance in this round is pretty decent. Will he swing and deny? No, he's going to go for the definitive retake.
Oh, there's the first. Needs to be able to get the information, though, of where the second player is. Now, he's got a smoke and an incendiary. Back towards the back of Red Train, not out towards the E-box position. Going to force Zen out to the open. Peeks out towards that right-hand side. And what a recovery to come from FPX, Zen and Emmy.
Someone to force forward for the smoke to clear, and he'll see nothing at all at the CT side. Might see Jax at the edge of the doorway. Perfect peek in, takes a dink, but dishes one out in the 8K. Beats out the M4 in terms of damage there. 5-on-4 gain. FPX might want to leave Emmy to take the most of the aggression back here. Smoke back up Pop, and actually kill start coming in for Nico, Amanek, and Hunter. All of a sudden, frags found across the board here. And 2 standing. FPX, 30 seconds to recover this man disadvantage. G2 know it, and Farlig has no idea how he's going to play this out.
Drop the AWP and get an AK, but they've got to get a move on, and for both of these players, they're just slow walking out from T-Con. Hunter drops that bomb, and that's pretty much the round finish from here. Zen, 1 versus 4, might be able to get a couple of exit frags, but shouldn't be any more than that. Only 1 goes the way of Nico. And for FPX, everything started off really nicely. We saw Sticko drop down from Pop silently, They'll take that last round and go, okay, what do we need to do differently? Do we need a little bit more of adaptation in terms of pace? Well, at least when it comes out, a lot of early flashes for the City side, and Jax is able to swing for the first and make it a second.
That's impressive shooting. Well, Bafalik, I think, legged Nico. Meanwhile, Molotov's back and forth from both sides on the tops of the ladders. Madden's going to get forced back. The AWPC's won a sandwich, but Farlig doesn't connect his shot. He's flashing over. Jax is going to continue the backstab. Other teams even aware of this? Well, Nico will catch Martin, so they've got bigger fish to fry. As Nico gets 2 frags, then finally finds that trade, but Hunter's there to get the kill in, and Jax not even needed there. Amanek still hunting for the kill, but a bomb can go down from this position. They're actually pressing it very far forward here. I'm surprised that they haven't gone to default in Zen's part, and Emmy drops next to a 5 versus 3. Finally, the bomb part will be secured here.
At 3v5 though, they need to get an advantage, and at least Farlig's going to be that guy. Doesn't get traded back from Amanek. 3 players still alive for the T side, but they're trapped out from default.
3 more coming in from the CT forces, but they're trapped in connector. Farlig's watching it. Flashbang turned away from good shot on Jax 3v3. Makes it 2 with his peek on Hunter, but Nico finds his secondary kill on the trade. Zen on site. Sticko up in heaven. Zen with a swing sees them. Both Amanek responds with the AWP, but now Sticko has just got to wait until the bomb gets tapped here. The fuse kit on him, no smoke. No Molotov either, but has no information. Can't even get on top of the ladders of the train. And Sticko just peeking onto the site, ensuring that he's not there. It's a round over. He's got no time left. And 9 goes back to the favor of FPX. Zen and Emmy will press on towards Ivy control as a result, trying to hunt for Hunter. AUG's ready. No flash. Dry face. Kill comes in, but he falls back on Emmy's part, and Emmy can get his chance available. Meanwhile, Martin strikes him from sandwich. Doesn't go patient, and Hunter is allowed to kill on Emmy here towards Ivy. Farley trades it back once again. Martin being seen, and finally traded by Nico to a 3v2 situation. Bomb is picked up, and Farley is pressing on with Sticko. AWP the AWP against Amanek, and Amanek wins that fight. It's all up to Sticko to clutch it. Gets that first frag, but tagged to 34 points of health.
He's got the time, but does he have the right position? They already know he's out from Pop. He's actually going to try a really big backstab play and try and maybe get in towards Connector or out towards Old Bomb.
Close up into heaven. Looking on Hell, sees the gun barrel. Where's the second player? Where's he at? Back at Hell. All a case of timing. Not being seen. And Nexa gets the kill just as Sticko was about to pull the trigger. If it is, then Nex is going to be the only player to defend against it. M4 starts swinging. He's just missed contact on the 2 players making their way past White. Still finds Sticko in with that kill. Flashbang keeps him blind temporarily. His Razor good for 3 kills. Looking for the quadra. The USP comes out. He can make it an ace. And he taps on both heads. Wonderfully done. It was anti-eco, but the pressure on him to still maintain 5 frags is beautiful for G2. Moving up with the Deagle. Did he see the AWP? Yes, he did. Amanek will fire blind onto something else back at the ramp control, but FPX will finally lose that first frag. Amanek wallbang headshot to start.
A walkout from Farlig, and Madden's actually been able to find a pick out towards the site itself, being that walkout from T-Con. Farlig's got to be able to follow up, but Amanek's found his 2nd kill of the round.
Zen trains it, and the 2 Deagles taken out on the B-lurk. Nico's in Pop Dog, though, so that bomb is going to have to be pressured here. Martin sees his man, bursts through, and now Emmy knows it's not safe. Zen still gets the frag together, so now the bomb can cross, get to the site. But look at the HP numbers here. This 3v2 is still very winnable for G2. Just a case of timing and where the AKs position themselves. The headshots that can be landed, or Amanek giving away parts of his body. He can't see Zen. 1 on 3 for Nexa here. Focusing on this retake, looking back at Olof. Knows that Emmy's out there. Swing burst through. Damage not done by either player. The incendiary will force Emmy to get well out of dodge. But Zen swings back from red. Ready for the angle. Footsteps being heard. Nexa seeing the second player on the site. Seeing Emmy as well back at green. And Martin just takes the frag. 10-5 for FPX. A really good T-side half, I want to say. And going into their CT half, the things look good on their map pick. We head towards the break and we see you after this. Nade up. Damage to be done to the likes of Amanek. A good start out for Emmy's part. It's not kills. Instead, Jax draws that first blood in this half. Martin overwhelmed. Emmy, the same can be said. He's flashed completely blind. Farlig on the bomb train. However, lands 1 taps left, right, and center. Looking for his 3rd pick. Got to look back towards upper, though. As Zen comes in to support it. It will only be that upper player in Amanek. Swung upon for the triple at Zen. Great defense from him and Farlig, and FPX claim a confident pistol. Found here on the CT side. It's actually just that 1 passive player on the B side. So this execution is just going to go to the weakest defended place. Famas does get a dink off on Amanek, but he is going to get overwhelmed. Farley quickly rotating up the position. Going to be the first responder to retake.
It seemed like for a moment Nexa was just going to be that late lurkout from Ivy, but he's now starting to regroup, getting towards the brown holes. Lots of damage done up towards the T-side players, but they're not converting it into kills. Amanek with the second of the round now.
Risky peek, but the headshot coming in instantaneously. 5v3 gained, and this is looking doable now for G2. Emmy gonna get taken down by Hunter. The nade of Sticko deals with Amanek at least. Nico up in heaven. FPX conceding that sick back to their favor. You could argue that was a bit more of a bonus round. If they can grab the main weapons, and yes, they could treat it as such. Marden alongside Emmy looking for their own doubles, and there's the first. Amanek being seen back here. Emmy, oh, not quite a double for one player, but 2 frags for nothing on the trades. 5v3 gain, and an SMG got an easy frag as well, so money in bonus here for the CT side.
For anyone at home, go back and download that demo and watch this round. That flash just popped to perfection, lines up perfectly for Zen, and that's 2 easy kills. Farlig now with a bit of an off angle out from Ivy, gets a 1-on-1, and for Jackson, Nico, they've got to try and clutch back a 2v4. Sticko now peeking out from Sandwich, and well, this round is pretty much falling apart. Nico's got to be the one to try and pick up the pieces, but it doesn't happen. And how well timed that was, like the flash, they waited.
Did take some damage to return towards it. Could be tradable later down the line.
Oh, Emmy, he's getting so close. A personal flash comes in over the top. 2 players are there. The bomb gets dropped. Nico falls, and Amanek even gets involved too. The CT's had the right play, and now in towards a B site. Hunter can afford to get this bomb down, but there is a slow walk coming in from Madden.
Slowly up towards the smoke position, evading the flashbang. Utility inbound, that bomb will be stuck here, and Madden knows it. Will creep closer. Hunter has no idea. Silence. Assassin, kill found on the defuse, tapping it once. Nico being watched by it. Sticko in the back lines, taps on, can't get his frag, tagged up a little bit and eventually falling as the defuse is just held together. Marden had no reason to get off that and just triple up for Sticko in the end, a 14th. India for Zen to try and stop it. Nade also at the ready to do some damage, and he gets that kill from Jax Farlig. And support from the other side, Zen gets another double. He's going to get overwhelmed by Nico, at least. That Deagle can hold some contention. He's got to smoke the cross, get to the bomb position. I thought he had another good shot right there, but not to be. Plant attempted, but sprays blind. Hunter alone in a 1 versus 4. And yeah, FBX will get to map point pretty effective and efficiently here.
A little bit of extra damage coming through for Hunter. If he can get any more in this round, that could be nice. Trying to see if he could fake away that he's moving away from Connector. Actually coming back in. More damage coming through into Madden. This could be ending up being a kill and now go down to a 1 versus 2. What is happening here right now?
Not a bad question. That would usually be the question I pose to you, but fortunately, Sticko.
Lots of util over the top. Looks to be the A split committing out from Popdog and T-Com from the T's.
Farlig watching, doesn't catch Jax in time. Jax swings back for the second player, but Emmy there with his responsiveness. Hunter on site. AK looking back over at Ivy. Emmy being given up the opportunity. Hunter taking some damage. Nexa returning, flashes over, and Emmy with a swing up of the M4. Will he catch the player? No, he won't. Zen does get Nexa in the backlines over at E-Box, though. 3v2, damage has been done to several T-side players, and the CTs opt to back off a little bit, but Sticko starts to regress. He looked at Popdog. He knows that there's a player on site, player that crossed to the right-hand side as well. No idea that Nico's pushing up towards the old held position, but that is information that Zen can work with. Got to find Hunter first and evade the incoming AWP. Swing up, Hunter getting caught. That's a 2 versus 2. Now focusing on Amanek as his teammate drops in, gets that pick. Well coordinated there from those two. And all on Nico to deny the bomb defuse or miss his first shot. Incendiary on the bomb itself, though. That could be a kill. Is there a smoke in play? Got to get on the defuse. And the very last second of this. Is this going to come through for FPX? I think it might just do. Yeah, okay. All right. Crisis averted. G2 unable to hold the defense. FPX will go 16-6 up on their map pick. But taking a look at this map coming into this one, can't be too stunned that they won it. I'm a little bit more stunned that it was that one-sided, though. I thought G2 were going to hold a bit more contest. No defuse kit in for the CT side, so that might come to be a bit awkward when it comes to the retakes if they have to take them. Amanek and Jax will be the first faces. Man at the edge of the smoke, forcing forward of it, seen there. And Zen gets a kill back on Hunter, really. Sticko follows suit blind on Amanek, but taken out towards jail. And Zen in the back of the site now out in the open, desperate to hunt for a kill. They're going to swing on him one by one, and Nico runs out of ammo, so Zen can get his way back onto the site. Taps through, gets that one frag Nexa for the trade, and Farlig responds, leaving it all on Nexa back at bench. 1-on-2 situation. Nades Emmy to 5 points of health, doesn't quite get those frags just yet. He does get Farlig, though. In a 1-on-1 situation, this is winnable against Emmy on 5 points of health.
It comes down to the Serbians, the peak coming through, and Nexa's going to be able to hit the headshot. What an interesting strat coming through from the T side. We see a top con smoke being thrown from spawn.
A spray through, Nexa gets his frag, Zen returns back, and Nexa doubles up. The Eagles on either side of the site though. Madden creeping close, sees that bomb carrier, tries to deny the plant, looks for Nico, but Jack catches him off guard with a Mac-10, digs down on Farlig with a drive-by blind shot. No info to his opponent, but that thing giving away the info, giving away the frag, giving away whatever chance FPX had. Emmy 1v3 with his Deagle. I imagine that unless he domes some serious heads, he's going to get overwhelmed. Does find that fast frag, but no more than that. Jax for 3 kills. Still 3 casualties, though, so G2 have suffered some damage. Set into the ramp controls. FPX try and charge their way straight forward into Palace. Nico's been seen. A spray in a Mac-10, however, doesn't catch the kill. He gets away with most of his HP intact, bunny hopping his way out of position, getting Marlon to fall, and Emmy is also a known entity.
Yeah, they tried everything to hunt down that aggressive player in from Palace, but it just didn't happen. Farlig, I don't think he spotted the player out for Connector, and no, certainly didn't. That allows Hunter to start making the move up, looking in towards the jungle position too. CTs are just falling from this point. They've got to try and find a way back in, and Emmy's just stuck in Palace.
Zen overwhelmed, Emmy will also fall. Sticko 1v3, has to save the M4. Look lucky it was a half-buy round because G2 absolutely steamrolled their way through this one, so at least FPX can afford the rifles going into round 6, but it's a 5-0 start for G2. Picking him apart in the apartment's control, and nothing else has been seen. Hunter sees Farlig, but he adjusts with that orb. Just peeking in, awkward sprays. He remains unscathed in a 5-on-3 scenario. Suppress and find a new way in, but that nade to return from short. Jax on 50 now, never mind, 7 HP thanks to the follow-up nade. Could breathe on him and he'd go down. Up onto the stairs, looking for a pick back in this round. He's going to receive that player, but Madden lines up 2 frags as a result. Looks at Amanek for the triple, not quite able to make it finished off the job, but still should get overwhelmed with the rifles in play for the CT side. First to the board of FPX, and finally see what they can find in this round. They're going to need something soon, though. They get some just rounds on the board in general. G2, otherwise they're just going to walk straight through them. Emmy will get walked all over. Hunter in with that pick. Frag found immediately. Sprays still next up blind. Will keep the CT suppressed, but the bomb is on site. It's just the case of finding more kills. They actually find a nade down on Hunter from Zen, but Jax trades him through the smoke to a 4v3. Plant yet to be secured from this position.
So much spam damage has started to come through. Sticko finally getting him rotation out from CT, but I'm surprised how long it's taken for this bomb to go down. They're just waiting for the mistakes to come out. Jax getting another kill in the round, waiting for the over-aggression to come out from bench, and Sticko and Farlig, surely they can't go for this, or can they?
Now get a couple of picks back, but if Sticko falls, it'll be all left to Farlig. The AWP trying to fire through the wall bang. Can't connect shots, can't connect kills. Looks back at Palace for the AWP v AWP battle. Incendiary to the back lines. Trying to force Nexa out the way. I don't think it landed deep enough, though. Farley getting nothing out of this.
It seemed to be a decent retake in that 2v4, but the problem is that they're losing too much when the X's are coming through.
Well, they're going to get a chance. Instead, the CT start falling back into the A site. Emmy is nade onto Connector. Amanek catches him off guard. Madden will be there for the trade. Nexa's going to bait him in to get the frag together. Gets the shot in on Nexa. Drops that bomb. 25 seconds. Need to focus on the next players coming out of Connector. But Hunter gets that traded. And now the A site's been overwhelmed with the last 2 CTs just holding back passive. So long as G2 get the bomb plant, I imagine they'll win the round.
And for G2, they find another successful T-side round.
The rifles trying to get involved here. The FPX camp just passive as G2 just set the utility standards up and go for a fast play out to the B site. Only Sticko to defend. Actually, Zen's also there towards short, but Amanek overwhelms with a diving force and a double kill. Orp here at the doorway, smoked off. Bomb plant can be secured as Hunter gets marred, and 5-on-2. This is over already.
Oh, they're even pushing through the market smoke. Amanek gets so much done with this. this Mac 10, and Farlig's down the last one left. He's been seen out for market.
What
4K
is this?
coming in overall, and for Nexa, he talks about this guy having the best Mac 10 in the business.
Marden moving closer, trying to go for a risky play, because at this point they're going to need a risky play to get some sort of advantage. Run boost coming in, flashes over. Is Jax going to be red? Yes, he is. Marden gets that frag. That second not quite coming through. He wins it in the end.
For FPX, it doesn't seem like they're making any more aggressive plays and making any more duels possible.
Nico, latest frag in against Zen, trying to find a trade back on Farlig, so it's a 2 versus 4 thanks to that trade. Hunter hoping for a return position, but FPX are not going to offer it up to him. They'll grab that bomb. One smoke and one molly. Just going to flash their way forward in the site, use the smokes down for the post plant. Marden, M4, sees Amanek, doesn't get the frag. Sticko, turned away from, being very careful about this. Bomb's been dropped though, that's round done. Amanek either better stay alive or go down before time, and Sticko will find that secondary kill. Finally, something going right for FPX. Ready and waiting. Jax gonna make his way up as Emmy just waits for the T side to wrap around. Drops that bomb. It's probably gonna be a temporary measure. The trade is quick. CTs are close at least, and Zen finds a response back on Hunter. Bomb will get picked up, committed towards the site. Sprays will keep him suppressed. 3v2 for the retake. G2 will take their time, run this timer low. Allow Sticko to wrap in from CT spawn, actually. Will he try to go for the wallbang denial? No, he won't. He'll let Amanek get away. The retake is up.
Sticko and Zen don't really have a lot of options here, but just try and see if they can go for this 2v3. Like, they're going to get reset. Again, money's not in a great state, but you've just got to try and get around together. Player out towards CT, already seen by Jax. Zen looking to cheek if he can get a tap up. Only finds out one kill. Another double. This time around over for Jax on the T side.
Probably a big gap thanks to how it was thrown down. Yeah, and indeed there is. Orpa the CT side will peek back in and will catch Nico to a 4 versus 4. Looking for Hunter as well. Trying to go for wallbangs back and forth. Is actually Sticko the man that secures that frag. So a 2-for-1 that favors FPX. And one CT almost caught off guard and pressing up forward towards mid. But Zen gets that kill. He has left the B bomb site open. So all left on Farlig on rotate. Flashes over. Bomb can cross and get planted. And he gets there in the end as they weren't watching the exact angle. Nades up Sticko. Finally sees Nexa and it's all left to Amanek. Front corner. Ready back at the short entrance. Deagle checking. Did he see the gun barrel? I think he might have done. Yeah, Farlig's checking it. Amanek gets that one frag and Farlig gets his secondary pick in this round. Very third round. Completely blinded off. So is Marden. They'll spray through the smoke, trying to see if they can isolate that damage or the kill. One player close to the CT stairs, expecting one CT to be back there. Nico actually catches the frag through the smoke, so it'll be a 4v4 as this bomb looks to go down and Marden falls to the man advantage.
Oh, Zen's been able to swing back into 3v3, but Farlig can't get involved. The bomb still not yet even planted here for the T side, and they're just waiting for the CTs to make the move. Emmy and Zen. Oh, there's even going to be a bit of a fight coming through from T-Spawn.
And 4 swung upon by Amanek. Oh, that's tragic for him.
Oh, yeah. What can you do here? Like, he's going to take him so long to rotate back, and he's got no information on this play. 1v3, AK up, and now for G2, they're starting to hear the footsteps. Amanek has got an off-angle out from jungle that Emmy shouldn't preempt, and there it is, 12-3. What a half from G2. Yeah, they're trying to take CT and get quite aggressive about it. Now, they still got another flash for Farlig for them to press even further forward. And for G2, they haven't really looked to take the fight at all. They're just playing this retake.
Waiting for the backstab as well for Hunter. Up in the palace position, moving closer alongside Amanek here with the USP. Sees Marden, takes the headshot alongside Hunter's frag on Sticko. Here in Palace, 5 versus 3. Emmy finds a trade back to try and maintain some semblance of confidence here for the FPX side. Bomber's gone down, it's still ticking away. G2 are only just starting to make their way up to the site. The smoke is on the bomb, however. They tap through, get towards the defuse position, and the headshots come in thick and easy very quickly. 13 to the board of G2. Nades up to do some damage. FPX definitely feel like it is a little bit too late for them. The Khalil and Marden will at least find the opening kill, but Nades back. He's tagged so heavily. Still gets away with a second on Nico. Amanek trying to fight back out in the ninja spot. Takes no damage. Should find his trade pretty easy, but no. Marden gets 3 picks now. Opens up the A site. Finally a trade is secured by Hunter, but it's a 3v2. FPX support themselves a chance.
Just some great entries out from the T side from Martin, and now there's a bit of an opportunity where Emmy's just trying to see if he can sell the A fake, put a smoke down towards that default position, but Jax, he's not moving anywhere.
M4 sees one, turns into a 2 versus 2, and 1 as he drops that bomb, and Emmy's so far away from anything. Start to make his way up from the short control. Did he make a noise? Is he going to give away any info? Well, he's not going to look the right way, so it won't matter. 3 kills up for Jax. Amanek opening up this one once again, dropping Martin, the only AK that was in play. Emmy's going to pick it back up, but Amanek just takes him down as well. M4 in for Nico, looking for his secondary pick. Nexa will get overwhelmed by Sticko, but all his teammates have fallen in mid, and G2 just going to lock out the crossfire, get 15, map points up for them. Sticko knows it, and Sticko knows he's got no chance. We'll at least try and fight back. Secondary frag for him, but there's so much more to find. And Sticko, knowing how impossible this situation is, just has to keep himself together. Map point for G2. Nades on, opening up the scaffolding here. 4 players, 3 players stacked into the connector control. 4 total from the mid position, and they do actually find the entries. Emmy and Zen with those 2, Nico with 1, but him and Hunter falling down. Bomb's been dropped, so the CTs know where it is, and Nexa is also getting tagged out.
There's a bit of a duel trying to come through from the window room. Madden hearing footsteps on the rotate from Jack. So this is a very winnable position here for the T side to continue going things forward. Amanek, though, turns it back to a 3v3 and finds another kill in the round.
They turn it back to their favor. That's all G2 need. Bomb is open for the FPX side to defend here from Rab and from Connector, but now the Connector player is all that remains. Farlig, Deagle up against 3. Just swing all 3 individuals. Will combine to find the kill, and it will be 16-3. Absolute domination from G2 Esports. And again, the shocking thing is about how one-sided it was. To see that's one-sided 16-6 for FPX.
But let's get things started out on Inferno. Fast playing towards a bracket, speeding things up for the T side.
Farlig has seen first contact. G2 making their way quickly into the A split. Bomb is on short, unsupported. There is a second T-side player that will join them. Sticko, Farlig, and then quickly get kills and lock down the site. Nico out in library. 1 versus 5. Flick to the head of the first man is going to catch that first kill, but needs to do so much more here in this one. Swing on Emmy, taps up. Doesn't get the kill against him. Secondary face taps on again. A little bit more damage. That nade should be able to actually isolate that kill, but Emmy backs off, so doesn't even take the main onus of it. The CT is also closing in. Nico should be executed very soon. Okay, that's a good flick. Is this clutch on the table for him? The brackets control, but he looks on from Boiler. Going to face into the apartments. It's all a case of time against Sticko, therefore, but he opts to back off instead. Finally at Graveyard. Is he going to be seen here? Yes, he is. Nico taps up, does damage, needs to catch Sticko relatively soon. Looks up, flicks back, doesn't connect the headshot. 10 HP eventually will just get born in upon from both sides. And FPX will take the pistol round.
Flash over the top, try and go quickly in towards the A side, just like they did on the pistol. See if they can find a little bit more success this time around, though. Hunter getting a couple of kills, and Jax as well. They have just opened up this bomb site, and Madden and Emmy, I don't even know if it's worth going for the retake now.
It's not. It's just not. Hunter getting info on Madden as he couldn't even get the shot on him. Spray through, completely evaded by the T-side member. That's going to be a good kill. Back bet as Emmy falls. Madden's got 15 HP to clutch this, and Nico reads him through the smoke. Of course, single round loss bonus thanks to winning that pistol round, and Deagles will face. Get ready for the receiver. Smokes up, flashes over. Nexa going to face with the SMG. Nexa takes damage towards Emmy, and Emmy actually gets that frag. Amanek gets the trade together, so the bomb can get to the site. Got a late lurk in from Hunter as well, which could be pretty critical if they decide to go for the banana face. Farley gets the kill on Jack. Sticko follows suit on Hunter. And it's actually a 3 versus 2. FPX are doing pretty decent, actually.
Difficult position for G2 to maintain now. 2v3, Amanek getting aggressive has already been seen. I think he may have even been dinged out by his teammate. Play coming out, and yeah, that definitely is what happened. Nico already took his teammate of Amanek down to under half HP, and the CTs just clean up the round.
Sticko's going to be that main concern, though. Deagle, what a Galil win. The M4 picked up, for Hunter. Gets the frag to a 3 versus 3. So now it is all we're going to rest on Sticko here with the site defensive. They've just got to isolate their player in the corner. So long as they can do that, they'll have the site.
He's not even looking up towards Moto. Deagle comes through. Sticko's got to hold his ground, though. He can't afford to give up a 1v1 trade. Holds it down and holds the AK in for a triple. A really nice hold up for Sticko, because you imagined that if he would have just been traded on that side, that could have been a bomb plan and even a round that could have turned in favor of G2. Now, he's got a little bit more utility. He's got a smoke and an incendiary to try and slow down this XE.
Done a decent job, Arden, here of the nade damage. Gets the kill in on Jackson. Zen falls pretty quickly. Secondary frag picked up 2 Molotovs into the back lines. He's found a place in the corner. He's still burning. Gets another kill, or tries to. Nexa falling to the hands of Emmy. And Nico, blind through smoke again, finds a 2 versus 2. Sticko and Farlig are going for this retake, but they haven't got a kit. I don't know if there was one dropped on the site.
And for FPX, they've got to get a bit of a move on. That kit now gets picked up by Farlig. Nade's being lined up out towards the site itself, in towards a dark position, but no one's playing there for the T side. Nico with the crosshair placement, now moving out to the open. The Coffins player's been seen, and Sticko, he's going to try and see if he can go for this, catch off that first player, but he's running out of time. He's got to pick up the kit from his teammate, and it's not going to happen, even with that shot coming out from Hunter. We see him just back it off towards CT. Does he go down to the bomb blast? Yes, he does. Great round up for G2.
Jax is going to draw their attention even further out, but Hunter making a lot of noise in absolute eagle of Zen has seen something. Plenty of players around the corner. Headshot on the first and the second. Maybe a third on Jax. He gets that damage in. The Galil returns, needs to get that bomb picked up. And falling away for his teammates here. 4 versus 3 and miss smokes as well. G2 not in the best of position, especially as they continue taking damage. One player on site, Sticker, is so ready to just deny this execution basis. As Farlig starts swinging up with the AWP. Would he catch a kill? He might get 2. No, Nico trades it. All on Sticko now. Here to the corner, Madden. On long, swinging up with the SMG, taps through the AK's Jax, pushing onto the default plant position. He falls, Martin gets Nico, and that might be the turnaround factor. Hunter in 1 versus 3, 7 seconds to win the clutch. Not going to happen, not against Martin. 2K to his name, and FPX steal a 4th. Smokes on. Amanek leaning up with the Tech 9 SMG and mini pit. Sticko and Zen on site with the rifles. Zen gets the kill. Farley with 1, Zen with a double. Looking to try and bail out his teammate. They do lose 1 and 2 picks to Hunter, and no more than that, unfortunately. Sticko there with his kill in the round. They maintain control of the main rifle, so that's more than fine for FPX. G2, 45 seconds for the hit, and they're only just starting to get smokes and flashes going over. Amanek taking face. Is he ready for Farlig? No, he's not. Second kill on the orb as the smokes start coming in for the XE. Nexa leaning up. Nico low. Still gets the headshot on the orb frag, so that's a 2 for 1. But now needs to get 2 more picks back on the site itself. Nexa not seen as the smoke burns, provides him a bit of cover, but Zen still finds that kill in. Sprays back on the site. Zen tagged, but still pretty high. Sticko completely unscathed, gets his kill on the Hunter. Jump faces and gets the spray on Nico as well. What was that, my son? Finding the lead and extending the lead. G2 got that start in, but since those 2 rounds has been all FPX, and those 2 frags again, Zen and Sticko, damage done to the other T-side members. It's easy pickings here with these pistols. Nico 1v5, and all 5 players completely undamaged in this round. FPX have really come into their own. G2 are in trouble.
Util being lined up towards the CT spawn and second oranges. Zen now pressing in towards the apartments. This kill could be everything, and he finds it.
Had so much risk with the dry face, but you're right, he does find it. They've rotated away from Bino. Zen's going to be the only player here. 13 seconds if he gets the kill on Nico, that might be enough. And he gets it as well. 2 kills, 10 seconds, swing back on Jax, gets the response frag, but got a plant down on default, or left it for dead. I think he's just going to get it in time. Yes, he does. Retake on for FPX as G2 managed to find the recovery here. M4's leaning up close. Amanek here at Graveyard. Madden has no idea. Taps through 2v2 Farley close. Swung upon as Amanek gets 2 frags, and just like that, the whole round goes back the way of G2. That rotation from FPX cost them everything. And FPX have gone for the stack to the wrong site. It's all going to rest on Emmy. What can he do? Molotov to his position will burn him out into the open. Swinging a hit on the first player. Gets that kill. Does damage to Amanek. Him and Hunter on 36 and 34 HP respectively. Zen could spring through and deny the bomb plant. He'll deny it temporarily. Won't get the kill on the player though. The bomb plant will be secured. It'll be a 3v2 retake for FPX.
G2 have got to try and take a little bit of a fight here. They've got to be able to get a man advantage back. Only 1 flash would now make it 2 for FPX to try and work with on the retake, and they've got kits as well.
Flash going over, Zen peeking in. 1 player over to The banana angle, the sprays Orca for Hunter, comes up with the kills, and Amanek supports him as Hunter gets that final pick in, and G2 start winning some decent rounds here. This was looking like a simple B take with Emmy being the only player to defend, but now the 4-man stack is in, and it looks like G2 are going to act quick here. Amanek, Mac 10 in, deals with one player, trade back on Zen's part, double dig, triple not found, leaving it all to Sticko, the M4 in the center of the site. Watching out for the apartment space, the Molotovs coming in as shorts. He's got 2 angles to deal with. Which one's he going to find? The bomb carrier is dropped. 2v2, back up as the rise, the Deagle, the CZ off center. Emmy only getting no damage, and Hunter and Nico get both those frags, get that 6th round for G2. Look at Sticko though, look at his aggression. This could get interesting. There could be a couple of frags up if they decide to go into the apartments, or if he starts extending. He's seen Amanek, hearing the footsteps, utility out, seen there, the spray goes awry, and it's a 4v4 for G2.
Oh, at least they can recover that M4, but it looked like that was going to be the play, and how even Zenfall's trying to get aggressive. Now the man advantage going back over towards the T side, and you've just got to wonder how much more is the CT's going to find. Will at least back to a 3v3, and an AK that can now be picked up from Boiler.
Good patient trade from Farlig, AK in his hands. But Madden's going to become the central focus of the defensive here. Sandbags needs the headshot, gets only a tag. So all left to a 2v3 for FPX to get this retake together. G2 have a weapon advantage, a man advantage, a HP advantage above Emmy. Everything. Emmy in from the side entrance here at Construction. Farley will go ahead and join himself, start peeking. Next to ready, Shadow seen, sprayed through, Farley last. Does get his trade back, needs to isolate that second pick. The AWP's watching, no kit on him either, so he's got to act quick if he wants to try and get this together. Nade over, Amanek sees the jump face, wins the round. 8-7, G2 bringing it back from the brink. FPX gave it a real good effort, and it looked like they were going to take it dominantly, but we might have a third map on our hands. We head towards a short break, and it's the second half, our final half after this.
Can only imagine this is where G2 really start to spiral their CT side and start really gaining control. They've got a double play out from Boiler. Does any of the T side recognize this? Sticko gets tapped. Oh! Hunter just taps through with the USP to keep it a 5-on-3, and now the T's are running into B.
2 bullets, 2 frags. Any more one-taps from Nexa, perhaps? Smokes on to suppress him. They can't get the bomb to the site. They have got Nico creeping in close. Martin's going to challenge him at tree. The bomb will go down, however. Swings up, Hunter's looking for even more. On for his 3rd kill. Farley finally gets that trade. Jack's going to try hold it alongside Nexus pick through the smoke, leaving it all on Farley. 1v4. Can't make it happen. It's FPX conceding the pistol round. Smokes down on the site itself as the FPX execution looks to come in. Jack's ready with the FAMAS. Going to get overwhelmed, I think. Yes, Emmy gets that Mac 10 frag in. Hunter's still on site. And the AUG spray of Amanek gets the kill on the bomb carrier. Dropped on site, and eventually they're wrapping against Hunter. Deal with him for a 2-for-1. Got to find Martin out here to the arch position. He does fall to next. A 3v3 retake now on for G2.
And no nades for them to work with on this retake, though, so it's going to have to be pretty dry. And you've got a player out from Graveyard and Pip for the T side that aren't just really peeking at all. CT's all coming in for this moto position, and now they start to act quick out towards the side. Trade's coming back, Amanek getting involved, and now it's all down to the 1v1. Sticko out towards the Pip position, and for Amanek, he's just trying to see if he can draw the found cues, draw him out towards the open, but time is being wasted, and the Deagle's going to be able to find the double tap to the body for FPX to win the 4th spy, and for G2, they're not able to bounce back from that one.
45 seconds. Smoke at the ready. Down on that cross angle, Zen with a nade to Amanek. Does its damage. M4 burst. Sticko still gets the pick together. 5-on-4. Yeah, it's got to be a safe call for G2, especially with Nico going down a speedway. G2, no chance of this retake. No chance in hell.
What a read.
AK looking to face, and we're looking to hunt. If they get any picks back here, it'll be worth it for FPX. 2 players standing, and they're going to charge in from the apartments. Farlig sees Amanek. Hunter gets that trade. Can he hold on here? He can get that secondary kill at least, and he falls. 4 casualties for the CT side. That is decimating to G2.
FPX. What a call that was in the last round. Now aggression's coming down from mid from Hunter.
Swinging the SMG, frag found, burst on a second player is traded back by Martin, and Zen follows suit on Amanek. Good attempt from those pistols. Nexa has found an AK down Bernardo though, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. And 2 rifles to work with now for G2. Jack's peeking in for a little bit more, and Nexa's aggressed. Does Zen read this? No, he doesn't. That's going to be a kill swing. Back on a second player. Sticko trades it, but with Nexa and Nico combining with these picks, they will still clean house against FPX, and G2 steal around away from the T side. Farlig, knowing that, hunting for a pick back, hunting for a response kill. When Nico's just not ready for it, Nexa is quick to respond though. Emmy trades. Back to 3-on-3 we go. No one's going to rotate in time, and Emmy will swing back to realize that no one's at the cross. Will get that bomb to the site and get it planted immediately. The AWP pick of Zen not quite as successful.
They know that the CTs can't wrap in from that banana position, but they're coming in quickly, and they even line up for a collateral tag onto the second player. Jackson and Emanek have got to make a tough decision whether they go for this or not now.
They're in the library position, so he's going to go the long way around. I don't think he'll see CT contact. They'll get away alive, it seems. Smokes up, M4 looking to swing, and the AWP's actually watching the center of the site instead, setting up smokes to go. M4 lines up a kill, doing damage to a player behind him. Farlig tanking, so is Emmy. Farlig gets his AWP pick, not ready for Jack still, and he needs to trade his players, being a serious issue for them. He almost gets Zen to fall down to 56 points of health. Farlig needs to get Amanek AWP for your battle. It's awkward as anything. The plant can be secured from here to a 3v2 favor of G2.
A little bit of util for Nexa to get with. Neichi could go up towards the site, but Farlig, how can they deal with him? Zen looking to try and take the fight, and they're going to aggress towards Moto.
Oh my god, this could be everything. They line up. Zen takes them down. Amanek now with the AWP, seeing one good shot on for the clutch for a 3k in this one. Farlig knows there's only 2 places he can attack from, short and apps. Not seeing the player the nade on. Farlig is gonna go falling. Amanek having the shots and having the utility and having the time for this defuse. G2 stop 14 for FPX. To go for the smokes down. Fast exit. Fast is coming inbound. Hunter with the incendiary. Is that going to stop them? Yes, it will. Only for the moment, though. I think they're going to push forward to this. Sticko. Galil bursting into the back lines, not catching any CT presence. Can't see anything back here. M4 of Nexa reveals angle. Farlig gets that pick. Hunter with the SMG gets fragged onto 1, damage onto 2 more, but he gets overwhelmed to a 3v2 retake.
And still taking Jack so long to get in here. On rotation still from CT. There's a couple of players tagged up, but how can Amanek and Jax do it together? It's down to the 2 Frenchmen.
Smoke. To try and siphon off Sticko. He'll push forward. Oh, there, Amanek. Hooked around the corner of the park, ready to deal with a high HP player. The SMG of Zen, supported by the rifles, gets Jack's order. Amanek making noise as well. Known to the T side line, and Sticko so ready. He is so ready to deal with the final frag. And ideally, Amanek needs to stay alive right here. He's being sprayed through in the construction angle. Trying to escape, trying to get some sort of way back out, but going up with the bomb. Emmy, Sticko, and Zen. Nades up, Molotov's in, 4 players now. 5th man going to go ahead and join the fray. Seeing if G2 stacked with these upgrade pistols can do any damage aggressing forward. Sticko caught in the reload, almost gets taken out for it, but he gets his 2 frags on Jackson Hunter. 2 more left to the site. Got Nico on rotate here with the Deagle. Let's see what shots he can land here. They're going to escape through Arch. Bomb could get seen by Zen. He knows that Nico's out there. Could wrap in towards the B site if they so desired. Martin's going to just creep closer. And Zen actually takes it down through the smoke. So now B site's completely open, but it's still bearing in upon the A play with Nexa and Amanek showing resistance, but not getting frags. All 5 alive for FPX in map, match, and qualification point here above G2.
Flash over. There wasn't a massive amount of info being caught, though. They would have known a boost would have come through, and now they're putting more utility down to try and defend. Nico with the spam. 3 players left now for the T side.
M4's cross-firing. Martin gets 1 and 2! Transfers to Nico. Hunter gets the trade. It's a 3-on-2 for G2. The bomb part attempted by Zen, denied by Hunter, at least he attempts to do so. Sticko recovers with the Galil kill, and we go back to evens for this retake. Amanek and Jax creeping up close here. They've got to find a pick back in.
2v2, and Sticko is still playing up towards the dark position. That sound cue would have come through, but they've got to crossfire one another. Damage being done up towards a banana player, and Amanek slow peeking in without the armor at the AWP. Gets that shot off at the Zen. Sticko now in the clutch, but it doesn't happen. G2 find the frags, get onto that bomb, and hold a survival round to get themselves up to 11.
It's very doable. The FPX only need 1 to take the series outright. And that's also even more so doable. Amanek burning 47 in the early round, and Emmy wins the fight against Nexa. Opens this up. Is this going to be a quick play into the B side? Flashes are coming in, but the orb of Amanek still connects to Martin. Emmy jumps over the corner. Nico's on site. They're trying to overwhelm that AWP, forcing back to a passive angle, but they've got to catch Nico. He waits and baits, gets one pick in. Zen sprays blind behind that smoke, gets Nico to a 3 versus 3, and the CT's quickly boosting Hunter up. He's got 2 players to find. We'll see both only find 1, and Farlig needing to find his way into a new angle. He's going to make some noise, so they have info onto him. And Jax spraying up with the incendiary here. Sticko moving closer at the CT cross. When's he going to catch anything? He'll wrap in against G2. Their backs are turned. This is everything. Sticko could be the game winner right here. He plays patient. He plays slow. Amanek seen. Jax seen. The sequence spray doesn't get the kill. Jax stays alive for the moment. He's on the bomb. Tapping it. Farley close. Forcing him off. And now he's got to stick the whole thing. It's not going to happen. FPX with their 16-11. Finally a competitive map in this series, and it goes the way of FunPlus Phoenix.